We're starting today with Nikki Bella, who has worked hard to get that chiseled physique back after giving birth last July. The soon-to-be WWE Hall of Famer gave birth to Mateo with her fiancé Artem Chivintsev and has made it clear that she is tempted to make an in-ring return for WWE. On Instagram, the former Divas champion showed off her hard work and said how thanks to healthy eating and working out, she's almost back to her pre-baby body. Though Nikki is certainly in shape for an in-ring return, her neck is another issue, as it was neck problems that forced her to retire a few years ago. In the end, it's up to what the doctors in WWE say about her neck, but she looks great to us in this latest Instagram snap. Later this month, the WWE Network will be moved to Peacock as part of a lucrative deal with NBC Universal, but not every piece of footage will be making the big move. That's according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, who report that the 17,000-hour catalog of content on the network won't be available in its entirety on March 18th. Their report didn't state what shows won't be on Peacock on the day of the big relaunch, but that the plan is for everything to have been moved by SummerSlam. Of course, a lot could happen between now and August, and fans will just have to wait until next week to see if their favorite WWE shows and moments made it to Peacock. When Christian Cage debuted for AEW at last Sunday's Revolution pay-per-view, fans were rightly shocked. It had only been a few weeks back that Christian had returned in the WWE Men's Royal Rumble match, with reports circulating that he'd signed a part-timer contract with the company. One person who wasn't surprised to see Christian go, however, is Paul Heyman, who has accused the former world champion of running away. On Talking Smack, Heyman spoke as the special counsel to Roman Reigns and addressed the Tribal Chief's WrestleMania opponent Edge. He said, "Edge, your best friend in this world, knew he was going to become Roman Reigns' target just to get into your head. What did he do? He ran away before Roman Reigns could target him." It's interesting that Heyman would even acknowledge Christian following his departure and subsequent AEW debut, as WWE have traditionally distanced themselves from those who have left for AEW. In his interview with Renee Paquette, Christian said that years of going unused led to his decision to leave, but if you ask Paul Heyman, Christian ran in fear of the Tribal Chief. It was during that episode of Talking Smack that Heyman sat down with Intercontinental Champion Big E, who made a huge announcement about his plans for next year's WrestleMania. Turning down an offer to have Heyman manage him, Big E said that he's going to beat Apollo Crews on his own and will retain his Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Big E added that not only will he retain the title at WrestleMania, but he'll remain champion for a year, and by the time WrestleMania 38 rolls around, he will be the unquestionable #1 contender for the Universal title. Promising to become a double champion next year, time will tell whether Big E's claims come true, but the Intercontinental Champion will be someone to watch over the next 12 months. During V. Cornette's Drive-Thru podcast, the notorious pro wrestling figure broke down Miro and Kip Sabian's Revolution win over Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. He was not impressed by the match at all. Cornette then buried Miro in a huge way. In the process, he said that Kip Sabian looks like a middle school student and Penelope Ford is his, quote, slutty girlfriend. Miro is being allowed to be himself, and he is obviously a complete goof. He has no idea how to get over. He has no idea what got him over for that little time before in the other company. He does this stupid and obviously enjoys himself doing it. He was paired with a f***ing kid who looks like he's in middle school and his slutty girlfriend to have a feud with a guy who sticks his hands in his pockets and another guy who looks like he cuts his hair with a pencil sharpener. Job guy underneath talent all the way, and he has embraced this instead of saying, "No, Tony Khan, you make me top guy or I f*** you and humble you." No, that's the Iron Sheik, but he's a f***ing idiot. Miro was not happy about Jim Cornette using the word slutty to describe Penelope Ford at all. This was the main reason why he lashed out on Twitter. Miro obviously doesn't care whether Cornette is a fan of his or not. Miro tweeted, "If you call Penelope slut again, I'll come like God's wrath on you. You understand? I'll personally drive to your basement." Miro followed up with another tweet. "People like Jim Cornette bring not only pro wrestling down, but young women and men get abused and name-called for 40 views on YouTube." Penelope Ford weighed in on the situation and tweeted that Cornette has called her a slut multiple times before, but she gave some very interesting information about Cornette's wife. She wrote, "He lets people f*** his wife while he watches, so what does he think of her? But she's probably the only person besides himself that he feels bad for because his little can't please her after 5 blue chews and needs other men to do it for him. Let's see how Cornette reacts to this whole situation, but what do you think? Sound off in the comments below. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.